tutorial will show you how to add tests or quizzes to your Moodle page, and is really step 2 in the two-step process of first creating questions in the question bank and then adding them to a quiz or a test on the Moodle page. To add a quiz activity, turn editing on and go to where you wish to add the quiz or the test. And I'm going to add a quiz to week 3 here by clicking on the Add an Activity pop-up menu and choosing Quiz. Type the name of the quiz in here. It won't be too original, but I need to put some instructions for my students in here, so I'm going to say choose the best answer. You have 2 minutes to complete test. And I am not going to enable open or close times, but you can do that if you wish, right to the very minute. So you can have a test open for a specific time, and you can set a time limit, which is what I promised I would do. So to do that, I enable time limit, and I set the time limit to 2 minutes. Number of attempts allowed, unlimited or 1 through 10. I'm going to choose a traditional 1 attempt. Grade category, no, leave that default. Question order, I'm going to leave it as shown on the edit screen. New page every question, I'm going to say no, give me all my questions on one page. I've only got 3 questions to add, so it's not very much space. Shuffle within questions, yes. And then this is new to Moodle 2, how questions behave. And there are a number of options which you can read more about by clicking on the question mark. But I'm going to choose adaptive mode, and adaptive mode with penalties. Notice there's no penalties, but adaptive mode with penalties will let my students answer the questions, if it's multiple choice or matching, for example, more than once and get some points for the question, although a penalty will be applied based upon how I set the question up. So I'm going to choose adaptive mode. And then the review options. So during the attempt, the student will see whether the question is correct, whether their answer is correct, the marks they receive, specific feedback, but I'm going to hold off on the right answer and general feedback, both during the attempt and then immediately after the attempt. I'm also going to hold off on right answer and overall feedback. I'll leave general feedback turned on over here, sorry. And then later, while the quiz is still open, this is not applicable because we're only giving them 1 attempt. But after the quiz is closed, of course, I'm going to let them review the right answers and overall feedback and all of the review options. Show the user's picture, no. Decimal places in grades, I'll leave to 2. Decimal places, same for overall grades. You have various security options. You can require a password, a network address, enforce delays. And then you can set overall feedback if you want for their final grade in the test, if you want them to say, well done for 100% and so on and so forth. If you wanted to enter grade boundaries in here, you would just simply type in the number that you want and followed by a % sign, and then everything over 90% would receive that feedback. But I'm going to leave that turned off. And when you're done with your settings, your quiz settings, you're going to click on Save and Display this time. And this takes you to the quiz editing area that allows you to add your questions to the quiz. Notice it has the instructions here. Choose the best answer. You have 2 minutes to complete the test. Attempts allowed 1, time limit 2 minutes, and no questions have been added yet. Now I'm going to apologize for this next page because it's still in production. Moodle 2 is still undergoing some style work, so the next page is going to look a little bit off. But we've got to go there anyway to show you how to do this. So you click on Edit Quiz, and you'll notice that there's a Show Hide toggle here, which is very, very ugly right now, and we will have our creative people work on this to get this fixed as soon as possible. But you would simply click Show to see all of the questions that you have in your question bank here and to add them to your quiz. To add them to the quiz, you notice you've got a number of options. You could create questions from here if you want, but we've already got these questions in the question bank. So I'm going to check this box to select all of the questions and add them all to the quiz. So I click Add to Quiz, and then they're all moved over into the quiz. So these are the questions we created in the previous video tutorial. Then you can set the maximum grade here to any number that you want. Notice that my total grades, grade points for these questions actually only adds up to 3. And it says total of grades 3 points. However, Moodle will expand the value of the quiz to whatever value, or contract the value to whatever number you put in here. So it's a way of weighting the quiz within your course by entering a value here. So I can leave this set to 100, or I might put in something more reasonable like 10 points. Click Save. To preview the quiz, simply navigate back to your course page via the breadcrumb trail and click on the quiz and click the Preview Quiz Now button. It tells you that the quiz has a time limit. You're about to proceed. Click Start Attempt. And so this is how the students will see the test. You can notice the time is ticking down on the right hand side here, and they would just go through and answer the questions to the best of their ability. I'm going to choose one wrong just to see what happens here. They click Check because we're in adaptive mode. They get another opportunity here to fix their errors. And so choose the correct answer, click Check, and notice that accounting for previous tries, this gives 67 out of 1.67 out of 1 point. What is today? We'll get this one right just to speed along here. And then lastly, today is my birthday. False. Click Check. And so done with these. Click Next. And then it gives me the summary of that attempt and showing the marks for each question. And if I've only got one attempt, then that's it. I'm done. So I have to click Submit All and Finish. Otherwise, I would have an opportunity to attempt again, make another attempt. Otherwise, I click Submit All and Finish. Click Yes, I want to submit all and finish. And that's it. And so now I've got the test done, and I can review it. And so that's how to create a quiz in Moodle 2.